Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 19th of March 2025. So Russia, rate cuts, no recession, gold surges to record highs and everything else dumps. Good news was bad news today. Well, that may change tonight with the FOMC meeting minutes. US stocks resume their selling amid losses in mega-cap tech and as FOMC looms. As I just said, that's this evening. Stocks slump while T-notes catch a bid in risk-off trade ahead of Fed, which is going to be interesting, and this is also interesting as well. ECB prepping for the ground for digital euro. Christine Lagarde, President of the European Central Bank, has announced its intent to launch the digital euro in October. So good luck. That's all I can say with that one. I've mentioned this before last week. I saw a video about this. So there goes all of your financial freedoms. You will be monitored with every single cent and euro you spend. It's coming to the UK as well. The Bank of England have already got the website set up for the digital pound. I hope there's some push against this, but they're accelerating the implementation of this as well, is what she said during her speech last week. So you've been warned. We're heading for a dystopian society, more so than we've got now. Anyway, other economic news. We've got Fed funds rate, FOMC meeting, and we've also got a press conference. But the forecast is to remain unchanged with rates on this occasion. So it'll be an interesting one if he does something out of this prediction and forecast and actually lowered rates. I can't see it myself, but you just never know with these people. Okay, let's move on, have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So yesterday we got an inside bar, very quiet day compared to late anyway, and you can see there the market inside the range, still above the 5-bar moving average despite the selling, and the momentum still pointing to the upside. In the 30-minute chart, we had a bit of a sell-off there down to the cash opening, and then the markets managed to move a bit there. So obviously already resigned to the fact that Powell isn't going to raise rates, and the market fairly sanguine there, as by the looks of things overnight. Narrow bars as well, and sitting around the close of yesterday, and the DP needs to close above this level in order to move higher. And in the German Dax, we didn't get a new all-time high. We came to within 1.477478 is the previous high. Near as damn it. A bit of selling there as well. But the market sideways to lower overnight. But tonight, you never know, we could soon sail through this. Could actually do it this morning as well. It's a bit negative in the overnight markets at the moment. We can turn that around and make a new all-time high in the German Dax. It's insane, absolutely insane, but it is what it is. So yesterday you see that shoot up there, and then we got an 89% retracement, market down sideways through there, and overnight we've come back and tested the DP and the close. And despite the weakness in the US, the German Dax seems to be quite happy just to ignore everything else that's going on in the world and keep moving prices to the upside, despite the economic decline in Germany as well. And in the US again, S&P down yesterday, a bit of selling pressure there. The momentum's still up, no crossover yet. Sitting at 38% retracement there as well at the moment. So finding a bit of support there for the S&P. Again, you've got that sell-off with the cash market, but then as soon as that disappeared, the market sideways needs to get above the DP and the 50 EMA there to move higher. Meanwhile, in the UK, with all of the benefits cuts, the market not doing a great lot, still sideways to higher, but very tiny range for yesterday. I don't think it knows what to make of the so-called potential saving of 5 billion by 2030. We'll just have to wait and see. But there yesterday, say narrow range, up, down, up again, 89% retracement, down to the DP, test that with volume, brings the market back to the resistance to the left, and then overnight prices are sitting at the DP and the close there. So the US dollar still sitting at that support, not breaking through at all. So as long as it doesn't, then gold can still move higher. But for silver, no, not a chance of it moving at the moment, as you'll see as we look at the charts. So starting off with silver, yes, it moved higher yesterday. It was allowed to move to 34.22 or 23 cents. Looking like it could move higher again today. We'll wait and see. as I've said before with this market, it needs to break through the 34.85 or get through 35. Every time we get to this sort of level, we just get hammered all the way back down, and the low of this bar is you can see there 28.74. So despite we're moving up at the moment, don't be surprised if it gets hammered back down, and I'll show you why in a second. 30-minute chart for yesterday. Well, there's the hammering to start with at lunchtime. The 130 smash by the LBMA, without a doubt, turns up most days, probably in the range of 80+%. And overnight, the market just finding a bit of support there at the DP. But at the moment, it still remains sanguine about the silver market. I can't be convinced, despite everything that I see on YouTube and all these predictions of $100 and everything else. When it happens, I'll believe it. But 30 years of looking at this market, I just can't see it at the moment. They've still got full control. And when I mean they, I mean the banks. However, the gold market, different situation because of the geopolitical situation and also the devaluation of the US dollar, making a new high, all-time high yesterday at 30.45. This, we're very optimistic, 3,500 by the end of the year. But, you know, for other reasons. But as for silver, no, not seeing $50 at all in that market. I may be proven wrong, but like I say, 30 odd years of looking at it and the manipulation of prices. Gold, different animal, despite the dollar moving slightly higher, so as gold is decoupled and is showing the world that the dollar is worth sweet nothing, to put it politely. So yeah, it needs to get back through yesterday's high, but we got that high, at an all-time high there. So it looks overnight somebody decided to pump the market and then sell into it, but it's finding support there at the moment. And if it's a big if Powell did drop rates, then that would be another catalyst for gold. And another, whilst we're on that subject, of course, they were looking to cut rates by three times this year. Well, if they're not doing it this month, then we're moving forward then to June, September and December before that can happen. If that happens, then gold will move higher as well, because that will devalue the dollar even further. So let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio. And this is what I'm talking about. Again, we've got that sideways channel. We're coming off the channel, and we're starting to see this move higher, which for me is alarm bell time, because if the gold-silver ratio is moving back to the upside, then the silver price is coming under pressure to move lower. And it's that simple. It's happened time and time again. And we're seeing that now. So we're heading back up to 92, which I spoke about yesterday. That's where we're heading. And the silver price, if it gets the chance to be hammered lower, it will be. Particularly as we're at that level where there's resistance. We just go back and look at that in the monthly or weekly chart. So yeah, definitely got resistance there. So there's a good chance of it being hammered lower. And of course, we always have the Smackdown Friday as well to assist in the process as well. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's market moves. And we kick off in the pre-market session. You see the volume kicking in there. Market moving down, retracing to the close, and then moving off. Then the cash market kicked in. And that brought in some selling before the market then moved to the upside. Big cluster of volume there as we had the opening salvo and straight off the close and a psychological level there. And then markets just getting into a bit of a sideways before we get a potential buy signal there. And then we see the market moving to the upside, up to the R2 and creating that all-time high. And then we pull back, well, say all-time high, 1 point off the all-time high is probably more accurate. And then in the afternoon, with a weakness in the Dow, again, you can see there, the market, a big cluster of volume as the selling came in, and then they brought the market back, which you can see there. We had a potential buy sell signal before the close of trade, and then the market seeing some, this is following Putin's call with Trump. That's why the drop down there, and then the market just trading into the evening there with a few spikes in volume as the Dow traded through till 8:30 p.m. A quick look at where we are overnight, and there you can see at the moment we're sitting at the DP, a bit of weakness around at the moment, but no no great shakes. You can see a big spike in the volume there to hold the market at this level. We've got an 89% retracement at the moment, and the volume building in the last bar to try and bring prices back to the upside there. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's see what Powell does later, what he has to say. Try and bring some support to the market at the moment, as it's quite volatile, and also temper gold's price if possible. But we'll wait and see. So with that, have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.